Hello, my dear student. In the last lecture, I have discussed the combination of RLC series circuit with phasor diagram. Today, I am starting 12th lecture of course on basic electrical engineering. Now, in the present lecture, I am going to introduce RLC parallel circuit. The contents are combination of RLC in parallel circuit with phasor diagram. RLC parallel circuit. However, the analysis of a parallel RLC circuit can be a little more mathematically difficult than for series RLC circuit. The total impedance Z of a parallel RLC circuit is calculated using the current of the circuit similar to that for a DC parallel circuit. The difference this time is that admittance is used instead of impedance. Consider the parallel circuit in figure 1. Here Vs is supply voltage and Is is the total current. So this Is can be divided into three components: IR, IL and IC. So current passes through resistor is IR. IL current passes through inductor and IC current passes through capacitor. Here theta is the phase angle difference between supply voltage and current. In this parallel RLC circuit, we can see that the supply voltage Vs is common to all three components, while the supply currents Is consist of three parts. But the current flowing through each branch and therefore each component will be different to each other and also to the supply current Is. The total current drawn from the supply will not be the mathematical sum of the three individual branch currents, but their vector sum. Phasor diagram for a parallel RLC circuit. Like the series RLC circuit, we can solve this circuit using the phasor or vector method. The phasor diagram for a parallel RLC circuit is produced by combining together the three individual phasors for each component and adding the currents vectorically. Since the voltage across the circuit is common to all three circuit elements, we can use this as the reference vector with the three current vectors drawn relative to this at their corresponding angles. The resulting vector current is obtained by adding together two of the vectors IL and IC and then adding the sum to the remaining vector IR. The resulting angle obtained between V and Is will be the circuit phase angle as shown in figure. We can therefore use Pythagoras theorem on this current triangle to mathematically obtain the individual magnitude of the branch current along the x-axis and y-axis, which will determine the total supply currents Is of this component as shown in figure. Here V and I are in phase and IC is the 90-degree phase angle difference and IL is the 90-degree phase angle difference by the IR. So this is the resultant current Is and this current is IL minus IC because here IL greater than IC. Then find the Is. So Is equal to root over IR square plus IL minus IC whole square and IR equal to V by R and IL equal to V by XL minus IC equal to V by XC. Then this Is equal to, we can write V by Z. If V is common, then we get 1 by Z equal to this. That means Z equal to this value. So 1 by Z equal to Y. This is the admittance. You will notice that the final equation for a parallel RLC circuit produces complex impedance for each parallel branches, as each element becomes the reciprocal of impedance 1 by Z. The reciprocal of impedance is commonly called admittance. Symbol is capital Y. In parallel AC circuit, it is generally more convenient to use admittance to solve complex branch impedance, especially when two or more parallel branch impedance are involved. The total admittance of the circuit can simply be found by the addition of the parallel admittance. The total admittance is equal to the Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3 plus Y4 from this figure. The unit of measurement now commonly used for admittance is the Siemens. This is abbreviated as capital S. Admittance are added together in parallel branches, whereas impedance are added together in series branches. But if we can have a reciprocal of impedance, we can also have a reciprocal of resistance and reactance, as impedance consists of two components, R and X. Then the reciprocal of resistance is called conductance and reciprocal of reactance is called susceptance. Admittance triangle for a parallel RLC circuit. The parameter can be summarized, say admittance Y equal to 1 by Z and conductance G equal to 1 by R, susceptance V equal to 1 by X. Susceptance has the opposite sign to reactance. So capacitive susceptance BC is positive in the value, while inductive susceptance BL is negative in value. So BL equal to 1 by XL and BC equal to 1 by XC. BL is negative value, then we can write B angle is minus 90 degree. So 0 minus J beta. For minus sign, this is minus. BC equal to B angle is positive 90 degree. For this positive sign, this is 0 plus J beta. In AC series circuit, the opposition to current flow is impedance Z, which has two components, resistance and reactance. From these two components, we can construct an impedance triangle. Similarly, in a parallel RLC circuit, admittance Y also has two components, conductance and susceptance B. This makes it possible to construct an admittance triangle that has a horizontal conductance axis G and a vertical susceptance axis JB, shown in figure. So this and this are similar, and this is impedance, this is admittance, this is resistance, and this is conductance. Now that we have an admittance triangle, we can use Pythagoras formula to calculate the magnitude of all three sides as well as the phase angle as shown. So admittance equal to root over G square plus BL minus BC whole square, where BL is 1 by omega L and BC is omega C. So write down this value, then we get impedance. So impedance equal to 1 by admittance. So this is the value of impedance. As the admittance Y of a parallel RLC circuit is a complex quantity, the admittance corresponding to the general form of impedance Z equal to R plus JX for series circuit will be written as y equal to G minus JB for parallel circuit, where the real part G is the conductance and imaginary part JB is the susceptance. So this is the rectangular form and this one is the polar form. So polar form is root over G square plus B square, angle of tan inverse B by G. Point should be noted that nature never works in imaginary space-time. Complex number is very smart way to describe the electrical responses. Things become relatively very easy. Instead of working with complicated expression involving a lots of signs and cause, the answer are given and simple algebraic expression through in complex form. 13 lecture is coming soon on power triangle, AC power in circuit and power factor. Please follow the lecture. Thank you. Hello my dear student. In the last lecture, থেমে গেছি, এতক্ষণ থামলে ভালো হয় না। Hello my dear student. In the last lecture, I have discussed the combination of RLC series circuit with phasor diagram. Today I am starting 12th lecture of course on basic electrical engineering. Now in the present lecture, I am going to introduce RLC parallel circuit. Thirteenth lecture is coming soon on power triangle, AC power in circuit and power factor. Please follow the lecture. Thank you. আমি ড্রেস পরে আসি। চালিয়ে তো দিয়েছিলেন? হ্যাঁ। দেখি